All right, we are going to plan our budget cash for the week. We have $350 that we're going to budget out for the week. What I do is, this is my previous week's amounts. I just copy where our envelopes are. Someday I might have them all memorized, but probably not. Memorized and in order, probably not. As we go down, there's a few that I'll put an asterisk by. Those are ones that get money every single week based on need. So I just go down, and these are all our cash sinking funds that we have. I had seen this thing where my kids don't play sports or anything like that, but it was like an art class for the summer, and I thought that would be pretty neat. The kids might enjoy doing that. Our big ones right now are birthday, because we have 3 birthdays in July, and graduation supplies. We have a graduate. So we are just putting just a little bit in there, not nothing crazy. On my YouTube videos, you guys, this is what I normally do. I normally upload it and then put it on YouTube. We have been saving, I've been saving for an iPad, but I don't know that I want to spend my $400, $600 on it. We'll see what happens when I actually get there. It's hard once you have cash to actually spend it. I feel like it's almost like it builds a resistance in just the impulse buying. I'm a recovering impulse buyer. Adverse conditions, that's an envelope that we keep because of where we live. Sometimes we have like ice storms in the winter time, and we had a really bad one this last winter, and we didn't have power for like a week. So that was a lot of money in generator fuel that we had not planned for. So we built an envelope for that. I think that's like the neat thing is that you can just build envelopes as you need them for your for what you need. So these are all of our sinking fund envelopes, and then our savings. We have cash stash 1, cash stash 2, which these are just challenges that I have. Dollar challenge. $500 challenge. $52-week savings. We put away a little bit amount every week, like normally below $10. And Christmas savings. I do like, I've seen on TikTok, a couple people have like Christmas savings binders. I think that's a great idea. And then I have a challenge that I'm doing called I Love the 90s that I made. And then our wallet money. So that's all of our cash plan. This is what we do for our weekly budget. I printed this off of my spreadsheet on Google. So these are like our projected amounts of how much income we're going to have, and then I go through and I put our actual. So we have like our life insurance, how much in cash, Chase card that we're working on, Capital One card, and then my gym membership. And then the send it amount, so we total all that together. This is the save. So that's how much has to stay in our checking account to cover these bills. And then the send it amount is how much we will pay on the credit card that we're working on at that time. So, and then these are like our flexible spending. So gas, groceries. We're in a no spend week right now, so that's why there's nothing nothing there right this week, but hopefully we will see how much we were able to pay towards debt because we did the no spend challenge for 2 weeks. So that's kind of how we do it. I'll go back through and put the actual amounts in on Saturday because that's when we get paid. So, but I know for sure we'll be taking $350 out in cash. So that is how we do that. Then I come through and kind of decide what we're going to put into each one. So I will even plan out my savings challenges, because then on Saturday it just makes it so much faster for me to go through and plan out what we're doing. This sheet is from Happy to Plan on YouTube, from her Patreon, and I like it because I can total out how much amounts, so then I know exactly how much to get from the bank. I just write it on a sticky note and get that money from the bank. So we're going to start with our ones that we absolutely have to put in money. Absolutely have to. We don't have to put in money for coffee beans, but my husband roasts our own coffee beans, so that's $10 a month or a week that we put in so that we have enough. Birthday, we are putting in $25 a week. And graduation supplies, I'll probably put 10 in this week. So those are, school supply is, we homeschool and supplies can be expensive. If you saw my video this week, I put, I cleaned out our homeschool closet to see what we needed. This is mostly going to be for curriculum for my kids for 4th grade. So we use a Becca and it's pretty expensive, and I'm trying to find it used. So I'm going to come back to school supplies. Probably going to be 25, but we'll see. So I'm going to flip over to our cash dash one. This is our cash dash one. So $2 in savings. And then at the end of when this is filled, we will decide where that $50 goes. So I'm going to go ahead and do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to do 10. 10 TVs for cash dash one. This is just a good way to stay motivated on different challenges. And then this one is kind of like a Candyland game, and each spot is $10. So we've been doing 20 every week, so I probably will also stay with 20. If I have any extra in my wallet, I might put that towards it. All right. So this is our savings challenge. This $500 challenge. It's just something that we came up with. I've been trying to save some of these smaller amounts for weeks when we're a little bit tighter on money. So I'm probably going to do, let's plan a 18. Oops, I just flung that on the floor. And then our 52 weeks savings, we have this tracker, and it's just little amounts. I think the highest one is $10. So I have an odd number of 7 on my calculator, so I'm probably going to put 7 to it. I like to work in round numbers, so I don't know. My OCD when it comes to things like that makes me crazy sometimes, but Christmas savings challenge, we have this guy, and these are all kind of a little bit higher amounts. Let's see. So I think we'll plan on a 14. Some of this is just like, I just guess, they're all going to get filled up eventually. So, and then our I Love the 90s challenge is this one. So it's like a peel sticker. Let's see if I can get it to come off. We'll just do this Game Boy. And that is $7 for the week. All right. All right, so we got $236 to work with. And I actually don't remember if I did this $14. So I'm gonna real quick check myself. This is, if you make your money almost like a game. Oh, dang it. Jeez. Guys, seriously, what the heck? And if you can, you know, remember where you're at, it just makes it more fun, I feel like, to save money and pay off debt. The more fun you can make it, the more rewarding it seems. All right, so we have $2.29 to plan with. Our dollar savings challenge, we'll come back and see where we're at. We take $60 for our wallet. So, let me just kind of go through based off of what we need. Normally we always put money into car repair, even if it's $5. So car repair gets $5, car registration gets $5, mom and dad clothing, we're gonna do $5, kids activities, we're gonna do $10. Kids clothing is pretty good. I need to go buy a few things, but and then I'm gonna put 10 in gifts because we have another birthday coming up. Electronics I'm gonna skip for now. Furniture, we don't really have a need to buy any furniture, but this way we have it set aside. We'll do furniture and appliances, get $5. School supply, I'm gonna give $20. Adverse conditions, because it's just a slow build up, we're gonna do $5. Mini emergency gets $5. Holiday gets $5. That's for like Memorial Day, or if I want to like get special stuff to have a special cookout and invite people over. And then fun, we will do $5. Okay, so I have $79 left. Animals need some, dental needs some, dental definitely needs some. So dental, we're gonna do $20 because my kids have dentist appointments and we pay out of cash for that. Animals, I'm gonna put 10 in there. We have 6 dogs, 2 cats, and they eat a lot of food. So, we have $49 left. So with that, I probably am gonna bump this wallet to $80. That way my husband gets a little bit more pocket cash. $29. So what other ones could I bump up? That is I didn't put any in electronics. So we'll put $20 in electronics, and then we'll do $9 in our dollar challenge. And that completes our cash for the week. So then I'll just go over here and I'll total everything up. All right, I am working on trying to plan out our money for the month. I had goofed that up. I said that was a 10, so that made me $5 over. So I think we got it figured out now. So this is actually 120. So 120 plus 120 plus 90 plus 15, which this is 95 plus 5. Okay, 350. Good. Good. Okay, so that we have our amounts. We will transfer it onto a sticky note, and I will put it in my wallet so that I have it for the bank on Saturday. Saturday we have kind of a lot going on. Gotta get a few things picked up from the store for graduation Sunday at our church, not us spending it. We are in the middle of a no spend challenge, which it has been interesting. I will say the impulse to buy has been high, which I think that's probably normal, right? Like you tell yourself you can't buy something, and so now it's all you want to think about is buying something. So we actually have done really well with our meals. I was kind of nervous about it. I didn't know if we would have enough meals, like stuff to make meals with. Mostly snacks. My kids are kind of snacky, so I was worried about if we would have enough snacks for them, but I've been getting creative with that. We had like a snickerdoodle mix package and some leftover fruit dip that hadn't been eaten up. So this morning I mixed up that snickerdoodle package and made like Blondie bars and put the frosting over the top. So yeah, my kids will enjoy that for a treat today. I think it's just important that we go through our pantry and kind of make ourselves stretch outside of the box on what we have instead of just always buying more of that. So this wraps up the end of our budget with me video. My little goofy faux pas, but that's okay, we got it figured out. This is our sinking fund tracker, so we are rocking and rolling on that. When I cash stuff, I'll just double check and make sure that those add up to what I have in there. And yeah, we are done budgeting for the week. This week we will make a small payment to our credit card, just $100, but $100 counts. So I think our total for May is going to be huge because we did have those two big, we were able to make those two big payments to our one credit card. My goal is to get it under, I think we'll be under, right at or near $6,000. So we started with a credit card with $9,800 on it. So yeah, big progress made this month. So keep trucking along. And if you guys could, like and subscribe the video. I'm just trying to grow this. I'm over on TikTok too, just trying to grow that platform. So if you are on TikTok, you can find me there at The Blessed Budget. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Thanks.